Okay, we are back. So, now that we've what am I, British? Now that we've captured Mongolia, we now have a little bit of time to do some side missions here, character progression missions especially, and some money gaining events. And we can also declare war on India, which I'll talk about later when we get to it. So, let's take a look at, let's see, Kublai Khan first. She starts with 940, so let's go ahead and fix that real quick. I'm the type of guy who plays these kinds of games, or at least I found that whenever I play Eiyuu Senki, I always like to have all my units are kind of floating around a similar kind of minimum troop value. Like as you can see, I've put everyone here to have at least 1,000 troops. It's kind of like my little corp thing. Maybe you guys are the same. I don't know. Depends really. Anyway, so among Kublai Khan, as we've seen already, is an archer unit. She starts with shoot and long shot, which basically gives her infinite range. And well, I wouldn't say infinite, but is it infinite? It should be actually, because 5 squares across, the entire battlefield is only 6 squares. So yeah, she basically does have infinite range. But she can only shoot down one lane, which is right in front of her. But she deals 50% attack. And plus, the good thing about archer units is that they deal 20% extra damage by default with their basic attack. So I guess it's, you know, they're pretty good, I guess. She is gained her hero skills are what's really important, because Kublai Khan's hero skill called Ruhwing is pretty fucking baller in this game. But we'll get to that later. Marco Polo is your first melee unit that you will ever receive in the game, I think. Yeah, she should be. She starts with stab. That's the basic. Stab is literally the basic melee attack for melee units. She also starts with poison killer. So you guys saw her use it on Lubu during the last fight, or the final battle against Urgench, and basically deals 20% extra damage. Has a limited range, which basically has a limited range. So if you position Marco Polo on the very bottom lane or the top lane, then she can't hit the people on the very bottom or the very top, depending on where she's at. But she can always hit the middle. But she does 20 extra damage and poisons the enemy, which basically makes them lose troops every single turn. As far as I'm aware, there are abilities in the game that actually remove the poison status effect, but they're actually kind of rare. I know Himiko has a couple where it removes all negative status effects, but that's, like I said, that's pretty rare. Most units don't have that kind of ability. So there you have it. And poison damage in this game honestly isn't that noticeable, because it just doesn't do enough damage. Like I only use poison killer just to have that extra 20% damage in case, whenever I'm using Marco Polo, and just because. So yeah, I'm not really using it just for the poison damage, just really because of the extra damage. But that's Marco Polo for you. Really fast, but shit defense. So yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and complete some of these missions here. Get some mad money and mad bitches, and yeah, do the other character events. More money. The money will never cease to flow. Too much money. A lot of the dialogue for these events, though, are pretty enjoyable. I've had a lot of fun reading through the dialogue in this game, which is kind of a shame because I can't really do that for this kind of YouTube playthrough, because it would take far too long to actually read through all the dialogue of this game. Let's see. Is this an HCG scene? I don't want to say it is, but we'll find out. It's a hot water spring thing, so I'm pretty sure it is. So just be prepared for a quick edit in the video here, or something like that. I mean, they are kind of bathing together, so there probably will be a scene. We'll find out, though. Okay, never mind, there wasn't. Thank God! Hey, we get another item. Another sapphire. Cool. Can we put that on anybody? I forgot we had to put on the other emerald item. We'll do that next turn, because we can just put on all the items at once then. Okay. Items. First things first. You can actually put items like this onto Marco Polo, it should actually go over over the limit at 10. It's pretty funny. But Marco Polo is already fast enough as it is, so we don't really need to have her have that. Lubu's pretty slow, so we can give her the speed item to complement her. I think we had a defense up item somewhere. So we'll actually give it to Marco Polo because we know she's kind of lacking in the defense department. And the last of which was luck. Who usually crits a lot? I know Sun Tzu crits a lot, so let's give it to her in order to increase her crit chance even more. Now we've done that. Let's go ahead and do this event. Hopefully there's no HCG, but there might be a cut in the video. Okay, there's it. Buster! And Chihaya himself gets a new skill, Sonic Boom, which I'll probably never use. But, of note, Yoshitsune got a new skill that's called Buster, which is a really lame name, just like Sonic Boom, but whatever. But it's actually a pretty decent skill, because it gives you a straight-up double attack, double damage for one attack for 2 brave, which, you know, 2 brave for double attack, I think I can get behind that. But hey, to each his own. But I tend to use Buster a lot more than Sonic Boom anyway. Nomad Ted experience. So a lot of these events are just like kind of, you know, seeing what life is like in other countries, stuff like that. Typical kind of dating sim kind of things, I guess, for lack of a better term. Searching an apple orchard. So we are going to get an item out of this. Let's see what kind of item it is. Hey, another item! Another luck item! Okay, sure, we'll give it to someone, I guess. Who attacks a lot? Gublicon? Should we give it to her? Sure, why not? And I believe that's our last Mongol... Okay, never mind. Okay, this should be... That should have been the last Mongolian then, alright. Now, after that, we get to invade India. Okay, so before before we actually declare war on India, I have to talk about something first about India. India's main ruler slash leader slash king slash queen slash whatever the fuck they're called in this game is Ashoka. You guys probably, if you guys have studied world history, then you might have heard of Ashoka a couple times because he's the guy who, you know, forged an Indian empire and suddenly converted to Buddhism and renounced all war and shit like that, and you know, the whole 5 pillars of Ashoka and all that stuff. You know, if you guys study world history, you should probably know that. If not, then you're a bad student. That aside, Ashoka in this game, like every other hero, has been gender bent to be female. The problem is that in this game she's depicted as completely naked, except for the fact that she wears a transparent shawl. I wouldn't say she's completely naked, actually. I take that back. But she wears something to cover her lower body a little bit. But her chest is just straight up. They don't even bother hiding it. The artist just drew her just Oyari Shita. I forgot her name. But the artist just didn't even bother drawing Ashoka to be wearing anything up top. So her boobs are just basically just BAM! Right in your face. And it causes a lot of hilarity in the dialogue between Chihaya and the main character and Ashoka whenever they're trying to interact. But obviously we can't have that for YouTube, so every single time I bring up Ashoka, I'm going to have to cut it out of the video. So in the video you'll probably see a lot of microcuts where, you know, you'll visibly notice that the video is kind of skipping around. That's probably because Ashoka is showing up and her tits are on the screen, and I can't have that for YouTube. That also means that I probably will never use her for battle, which kind of sucks because Ashoka is actually a pretty good throwing unit, or throw commander. That being said though, this is still YouTube, and some idiot, some asshole out there is going to flag this video for nudity because of Ashoka. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go Google Eiyuu Senki Ashoka, and you can go see that for yourself, honestly. Anyways, yeah, let's prepare to be edited video. Onisama, Onisama, shut up! I'm not that kind of guy. So now Chihaya's, So for this one, this event is actually kind of special because instead of sending a declaration of war to other countries, for India, Chihaya is actually physically going to India himself in order to submit the proclamation of war, whatever the fuck. But through what is it, Hong Kong, courtesy of King Arthur. So this girl shows up. Her name is Sansa Hoshi. I have no idea who she is because I'm not a specialist in Indian history. If you guys know anything about Indian history, maybe this name is actually familiar to you. But she's Sansa Hoshi. Apparently, she's the author of Journey to the West. Maybe a Buddhist monk. Who knows? So she is a kind of do-gooder. She gets a little bit overboard with it though. I forgot what the monkey's name was. Monkey has a name. I forgot what it was. Yeah, so Sansa Hoshi is the kind of kind of girl who lectures people about the evils of the world and shit like that. And she goes around lecturing people and saying, "You are bad people! Repent!" Like she's fucking Jesus or something like that. No, I'm kidding. Jesus didn't do that. But yeah. Oh, monkey's name is called Goku. So, I don't know what the deal with Sansa Hoshi is, but the running gag between the main character, Chihaya, and Sansa Hoshi is that Sansa refers to Chihaya as someone named Hakkai. Again, maybe another historical reference that I'm not getting here, but she always calls him Hakkai, no matter what. No matter how many times Chihaya tries to tell her, or tries to convince her to call him, what is it called? Chihaya, by his proper name. She refuses. She always calls him Hakkai. Not Hawkeye, not Marvel, Hakkai. And she lectures Chihaya too. She apparently has a special skill in order to convince everyone that she talks to for at least an hour apparently that she's always right. It's a very frightening skill, as you guys can tell by the dialogue, from what you guys have been able to see anyway. She's like that one yandere girl, who always makes shit up, the type to make delusional stories. I would know. No, just kidding, I've never had a girlfriend. Forever alone. Feels bad, man. But you gain her as a commander, because she's infatuated with Chihaya and always calls her Hakkai, so she follows you back home to Japan, from India. Yes, the monkey has sound effects. Okay, so I don't know if that scene that you saw flashed by too quickly for you guys to have paused there, but I'm probably gonna edit that out anyway because it does actually depict Ashoka riding on top of an elephant, and yes, she's shirtless there too, or topless, more accurately. So thank God I did skip through that, but which honestly I think it went by too fast for you guys to really catch a glimpse of it properly, but I'll edit it out anyway, like I said. Okay, and we will march on Calcutta right the fuck now. Should we even restock? Yeah, let's do it. I ain't no bitch. Again, prepare for random editings and shit. Okay, so we need to explain a few new units here. So the throw units I've already explained because, you know, joined us at the very beginning of the game. Throw units are very effective against melee units, both Marco Polo style melee units, and a new kind of melee unit called, I just call them hammer bros, or hammer units. So hammer units are I think a better version of the traditional melee units that Marco Polo is, in the sense that they are super effective against warriors, lancers, riflemen, and magicians. They're effective against everyone, except for other hammer units, and surprisingly, melee units. Just kind of weird. That's just how they work. But like melee units, they can only attack what's right in front of them, and in that sense, they have really limited range. But they're basically super effective against everything else in the game, except for their own kind and other melee units. So let's go ahead and get rid of all these guys. Now Marco Polo is actually kind of useful for something. Fortunately, all the throw units are really effective against her, so she's kind of screwed if she takes too much damage. But yeah, let's not do that. Let's see. We're actually gonna keep Oda Nobunaga in the middle row because she can shoot 2 targets instead of 1. And we will put Sansa Hoshi there. Yeah. Let's see. Throwing units in this game are pretty buff because they're not really weak to much of anything, actually. Now that I think about it. Maybe explosive damage? I'm not too sure. Let's put Hiragana over there just in case. Let's see. Chihaya there, and we shall finally put Chihuangdi there. Whatever. Thankfully, we're all much faster than them, so screw these guys. Oof, nice crit. Alright. Who has weaker defense? This dude. Oof, that critical. Marco Polo, why must you be so buff? Let's see, can Chihaya do 336 damage? He has 9, he has 1000 HP. Yeah, I think he'll be able to kill him one shot. Kill him first. There we go. Wow, that was actually right on the mark. Talk about luck, huh? We'll go ahead and finish off this unit. Sansa Hoshi, by the way, starts with pretty good stats, by the way. 8, 7, and 5. That's actually really good. Fortunately, they're starting to attack her. So we're going to put attack down on these two. Let's see if they're weak to explosives. Hell yes, they are! Kaboom. Thank God we damaged her because Marco Polo is probably not going to take another. Probably not going to be able to take another attack here. Unfortunately, we can't reach him with poison killer, so we'll attack him with just regular stab. Oof, that crit. They should be dead with this. All right, cool. Should we use this just for the sake of being BM? Actually, we're not even gonna use anything else anyway, so may as well. Screw that asshole. Go ahead and kill her. Did she just say yoga? Like Dawson? I mean, actually, is Dawson Indian? Ooh, she barely survived with 21. Marco Polo, the true MVP of this game. Alright, we captured Calcutta. Cool. Oh, Benkei. Hello, Benkei. So basically, the whole deal, because we're going to be skipping through the events of India pretty quickly because of obvious reasons. Ashoka, that is. I know I'm probably supposed to finish this video now, but just a quick explanation of what's going on in India. Right now, Ashoka is leading India from Gandhara up here, in northern India. Problem is that she's set up like a system of command where other kind of elite Indian people are controlling the cities and ruling them or whatever, like Delhi, Calcutta, and Mumbai, and Ceylon. Problem is that the people she's put in charge of these cities in order to run her country are kind of abusing their power, and they're deceiving her by telling her, oh, everything's fine with the country, we're all, you know, we have everything under control, everyone's happy, the people are happy, we're all doing fine, when in reality they're being scumbags and being aristocratic bitches and, you know, hoarding all the money to themselves, neglecting the people, all that kind of stereotypical, you know, bitch royalty kind of thing. So that's basically what's going on. Ashoka has no idea that any of that is even happening. In fact, as later dialogue will reveal, she didn't even know that Japan was coming to invade India at all. She never got Chihiya's written, you know, declaration of war because the person who was supposed to give it to her never did. Maybe on purpose, probably on purpose. But the fact of the matter is, Ashoka never realizes this until like you actually come invade Gandhara. In which case, you have to invade while she's all misunderstanding that she's thinking that you're the real enemy instead of her own people. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. But we did end the video here because we're well over 20 minutes like the last video. So thank you guys very much for watching. And next video, we will continue our conquest of India, and our videos will be completely filled with edits, cuts, because of Ashoka tits. Please, not on YouTube.